This morning, a 62-year-old patient came to see me. He had been feeling a bit off for months. No pain, no fever. But when he urinated, he felt like his bladder wasn't emptying completely. No one had told him it could be his prostate. And yet, he instinctively sensed that something wasn't right. And he asked me this question: "Doctor, I just don't know if what I do every morning is helping my prostate, or actually making things worse." That same dilemma troubles countless men. What you do in the first few minutes after waking up can protect your prostate, or quietly harm it. And the saddest part is, hardly anyone talks about it. Not your urologist, not your partner, not your friends. So please pay close attention. This isn't an alarmist video. It's a call to awareness. Because after the age of 60, every small morning ritual has a direct impact on your virility, your vitality, and most importantly, your prostate. Right after you wake up, your body experiences a hormonal peak. Your testosterone levels are at their highest point in the daily cycle, a window that determines your strength, your drive, and your sexuality before daily life takes over. But what do most men do at that crucial moment? They jump out of bed, rush to the bathroom, grab their phone, sit down for breakfast, and then spend hours sitting still at a desk, while internally, the pelvic region gradually becomes more and more inactive. And that's exactly where the problem begins. Your prostate is not a passive organ. Thrives on movement, blood flow, and oxygen. Its function depends on surrounding muscles that need to stay active. And here's what I'm about to reveal. Your prostate doesn't just age with time. It ages from neglect, from lack of movement, from the abandonment of your sexual energy. That's why my first recommendation for your morning is this. Stay in bed for a moment and breathe consciously. Then gently contract your pelvic floor muscles, as if you were trying to stop the flow of urine, but without tightening your abs or glutes. Hold the contraction for 5 seconds, release. And repeat 5 to 10 times. It's not an intense workout, but a quiet, focused activation right after waking up. This simple exercise works wonders. It protects your prostate from inflammation, strengthens the bladder supporting muscles, and enhances your sexual self-awareness. For example, through firmer morning erections. This isn't theory, it's lived medicine. Don't forget, your body is constantly sending you signals. If you no longer feel morning erections, if your urine stream has weakened, or if you need to go to the bathroom more often, that's not just the inevitable outcome of aging. Those are warning signs. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Doctor, what if I touch myself in the morning? If I masturbate, does that help or harm my prostate? That's not an absurd question. It's absolutely normal. But it carries a complex truth. Because it's not about whether you do it, but how and why that makes all the difference. Many men do it out of habit, out of stress, or secretly and with guilt. Few do it consciously, attentively, without distraction. And that is exactly where the difference lies, between healing and harm. But I'll get to that later. First, I want you to reflect. How do you really start your day? Are you present with your body or just running on autopilot? Tell me in the comments. Your experience might help other men recognize the same in themselves. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the right time. Because very soon I'm going to show you how to use your sexual energy in the morning to protect your prostate naturally. Better than any pill on the market. Stay with me. But if you truly want to protect your prostate into old age, it's not enough to pay attention to it every now and then. You need daily habits. Constant, simple, but decisive. One of the most powerful. Drinking a glass of warm water right when you wake up, not cold. Why? Because it not only rehydrates the body, but also stimulates the elimination of metabolic waste that accumulates overnight in the pelvic region. A dehydrated body leads to thicker semen, a weaker urinary stream, and over time a less functional prostate. Right after that, I recommend you take 10 minutes just for yourself. No, I'm not talking about a quick shower. I'm talking about consciously activating your pelvis. If you already know how to contract your pelvic floor muscles, do it. If not, start today. Imagine that you need to stop the flow of urine. The muscle you contract at that moment is the key. Contract it for 5 seconds, relax for 5, and repeat. This is called the male internal closing mechanism. The stronger it is, the better you protect yourself against incontinence, erectile dysfunction, and prostate enlargement. And now, the question you might have been asking since the beginning of this video. Is morning masturbation good for the prostate? The truth is, it depends on how you do it. Studies from Harvard Medical School and the University of Nottingham showed that regular ejaculation, around 21 times a month, is associated with a lower risk of prostate cancer. Why? The prostate produces and stores seminal fluid. If it isn't emptied for months, substances that promote oxidative damage can accumulate. This is called congestive prostatitis, and it's much more common than you think. But beware, not every form of masturbation is beneficial. If done in a rushed way, with too much pressure and under stress, there's an increase in the release of norepinephrine and cortisol, hormones that constrict blood vessels and can irritate the prostate. Especially in the morning, when your testosterone levels are already naturally higher, intense stimulation can lead to a drop in libido throughout the day, and even reduce spontaneous erections. The ideal scenario: if you decide to ejaculate, do it consciously, breathing deeply without excess visual stimuli or screens. Only then is the effect truly purifying for the body and the mind. And you know this instinctively. Your body feels when it needs to be relieved, and when it's asking you to preserve. The most important thing is to learn to deal with your sexual energy consciously. Some men report that after a week without ejaculating, they feel more energized, focused, and emotionally stronger. Others, on the other hand, feel that morning release brings them inner peace. There is no dogma, but there is awareness. And that's what transforms your relationship with yourself and with your aging. Now tell me, what's your personal experience? Have you noticed changes in your prostate or in your energy levels depending on how often you ejaculate? Write it in the comments. I read everyone with attention and respect. And remember, if you're over 50 and you truly take care of your prostate, you're not just taking care of your health, you're protecting your vitality, your masculinity, and your inner fire. Subscribe to the channel because your health is the most precious thing you have. And because your body deserves it.